they'll be calling you a radical, no rest for the weary. So this report that's come out on, it's being reported that hot, the worst of the worst. By the way, this is MOX fuel. This most likely is what I've been calling this the whole time. FU. Now hear me out on this. So this is the nasty of the nasty of the nasty in a commercial cargo plane. And you're saying, how can that happen? These fucking rats, I'll post them. I've posted at Livermore so many times. I mean, it's the creepiest place in the world. Day 1000, Fukushima, Heather and I out there. Just me, cops following me everywhere. It's the creepiest place. And then they wonder why I have a suicide rate off the hook. And their logo, bringing star power to Earth. Oh, they brought fucking star power to Earth. So hear me out. This is important, real important. So Diablo 77, all you guys, BP Worth, now listen to me. You guys can get the message out. You have them giant audiences. We need you on this. So they've been pulling this stunt for years. I've caught them multiple times. I caught them. Look, I caught cattle ranging in the Energy Solutions dump site and the Grassy Mountain, Clean Harbors, Energy Solutions facility. Videos, drinking water multiple times. You know how hot that is? You know how illegal that is? I got kicked off Medicaid, of course. It's the Bundy Beef freaking, same old Bundy freaking pedophile clan who did it. For real. I mean, these Mormon ranchers are criminal bastards. Do not kid yourself. They'll not pay their lease, so they're cheating. So I've caught them. I've caught them. Hot trucks run right through neighborhoods. I've caught them freaking through FOIA documents, through investigative journalism, pulling the same stunt. But this is different this time, and I'll tell you why. And like I said, BP, all you guys got these huge audiences, Lisa Haven, all of it. We need you on this. I'll do your dirty work. You get it out to the freaking masses. You got, I mean, so hear me out. As I called it, FU, FUKTONIUM. So the MOX fuel at Savannah River, right? They're building the MOX fuel plant. The Department of Energy goes in. The investigators, the NRC says they're cheating. Chicago Bridge and Iron, which is collapsing, which is merged with the Riva, the French company to build Savannah River, right? MOX fuel, the fairy tale, the Tower to Babylon, right? 91, they got it through Congress. I protested inside. I spoke inside this, the Senate and the House committee. Freaking, I told them this would be the biggest lie in history. So they sent it to Japan, the MOX fuel, to enhance it, which that's what they do in Illinois. Is they centrifuge. They take uranium-238, they centrifuge it and turn it into 235, which is launches, which creates free radicals, which is plutonium-240, plutonium-239, and every other freaking crazy thing that kills you, gives you cancer and kills you. So they do it here at Little Mountain, Utah, right where I live. They do it all over the country. But so this waste that was in that plane. Now this is because of my investigative journalism, my on the boots ground army, the post-ignorance army. Now hear me out. So they threw up their hands. Finally it says MOX fuel's a lie. Like we didn't know that, right? MOX fuel's a lie. We spent 20-something billion just on Savannah River alone. Pork on freaking chemo. So they sent it back. Armed freaking ships. Armed ship, the nasty of the nasty, to Savannah River. Okay, to Savannah River has nowhere to start. That's not even all the way built. They got nowhere to do it. So, unknowing to the public, and then this was grassrooters, I got a tip from a truck driver. He says, look, Kevin, he come out to see me, talk like this. He says, this is top secret stuff, but we're hauling stuff from Savannah River in trucks that's the nastiest of the nasty into WIPP. Now, hear me out. WIPP. Los Alamos, WIPP's right there, right? Carlsbad, New Mexico. Okay, what's WIPP? The Western Initiative Pilot Plan, which why you're all arguing over Yucca Mountain, that's where they've been sticking all the waste. Right there. That's why the whole is going to Texas. Well, it was. So I got Energy kicked out of here, but right at the end, Obama filed an antitrust suit. So it's been going. The judge ruled on just a few days ago. The feds won. So, Savannah, I don't, I'll be finding out because I'm going to talk to the lead attorney on Energy Solutions this week what their plan is. But, so, WIPP blew up on Valentine's Day 2014. I reported it from this school. That's the art school that I come out of. I got kicked out of the school business I want. Now, hear me out, this is important. The MoMA in San Francisco, Phyllis Wattis, if it was easy as fishing, you'd be a musician. Fisher, Fisher, Fisher. Climb into the gap. That's who's the new MoMA. That's the new MoMA. There's a kid sitting in Weber County Jail, you can look it up, no shit, who swears that he's Fisher's illegitimate son, who's scammed lots of money here, but, you know, the Standard reporter, of course, they suck so bad, says he thinks he is, but, so, WIPP blew up. It's a salt truck, and I reported right from the school business. I was in there that day, you know, arguing with the money they owe me, and, I says, they're lying, they're lying, they're lying, they're lying. You know, Durnford called down there, but I called down way before that. I talked to the investigative journalists, whatever, multiple times, because I've been dealing with them for years. I've been fighting with them for years about WIPP. So WIPP blew up. They lied, they lied, they lied. Finally, the Radnet Dish, a freelancer, whistle blew. And he whistle blew and come out and says, we're picking up plutonium in the dish at El Paso. He whistle blew, which we know what Obama did to whistleblowers. Just like he signed, I'm going to protect whistleblowers, killed whistleblowers. Bush, we're going to protect whistleblowers, killed whistleblowers. Now Trump's, we're going to protect exactly nuclear whistleblowers just like me. I mean, that's what he says. We'll see. We'll see if he protects me. So it blew up. They lied, they lied, they lied, they lied, they lied, they lied. Released plutonium all over you there. It was Peterson's container right here. That's how I know a lot about this. Peterson Fabrication right here makes all these containers. It's the biggest employer in our freaking, you know, private employer besides the hospital in our county. And so it blew. They lied, they lied, they lied, they lied. So they spent $2 billion reopening. It reopened a couple months ago. So what they've been doing, and this is a fact, they brought the MOX fuel, the nasty of the nasty, back from Fukushima, Japan. MOX fuel all over in those fucking plants. MOX fuel all over Japan in multiple plants. They brought it back to ships. They got nowhere to put it in freaking Savannah River. So illegally they started shipping it by truck, illegally. Caravans of them to WIPP. Well, they couldn't put it in WIPP because WIPP was freaking closed for the last 2 years. So they've been staging it on the ground. So this is real important. So Livermore, those scumbags themselves, I'm the one that came up with that, FUKTONIUM. So I hypothesized in the early days, I said, look, Fukushima is creating a new element. It's creating a gas. It's creating something we don't even know what the hell it is. It's synergizing with every other pollutant in the ocean, and it's creating this epic gas. It's breaking the luminescence, and it's killing the Pacific Ocean. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Well, Livermore, 2 years ago, well, I think it's about 18 months ago, started taking this very waste that we're talking right here that's in a cargo plane. They collided it together. Sure shit, it created a new energy, just like I said. There's 4 bottom freaking empty spots on the bottom of the pyramid. Well, like they knew. They gave them the award for all 4. They created 4. I'm like, fuck you, I want that fucking award. Me, oh my fucking Nobel Prize. That's mine. I'm the one that come up with it, not that, but it's very real. So, it's the nastiest of the nasty of the nasty. This stuff will kill. It's against the law for them to put it in an airplane. I mean, a government airplane, let alone a fucking private cargo plane. It's illegal, it's illegal, it's illegal. But they don't give a fuck. Why? Because the American populace don't give a fuck. The fucking journalism fucking, I mean, those black and yellow fucking get on their knees and fucking, they don't care. They don't care. The American populace don't give a fuck. They're, Madame Curie on Balco, fucking, they're so degenerate, you know. And the NRC, they have no fucking teeth. They're fucking criminals. You know, I call them the nuclear rallying cheerleaders. They don't know me. I go out them on. I've caught these guys pulling something like this over and over and over. At Livermore, at Los Alamos, you know, at the Mound in St. Louis. I can go on and on and on and on all these freaking places. You know, they cheat, they cheat, they cheat, they cheat. So, in hearings, they're so arrogant. You should hear these fucking, I mean, these Los Alamos fucking scientists and these people that are running that fucking show. I mean, I went to school with some. They're the biggest fucking loser, arrogant pricks you ever saw. You know, I'll jump their ass. And they'll say, fucking, in hearings, they'll tell me to fuck off. No one cares. You know, and then they'll say, oh, we're going to get tough, we're going to hold them accountable. No, they're not. They're not going to do anything. They're not even going to slap on the hands. They're not. They write this PR freaking, every single time there's any kind of nuclear incidents whatsoever, the PR machines have it written before. They just go click. No harm to the public, no release of nuclear fallout. They say it over and over, it's a lie. Boom, that's just, then they circle the wagons, and at Hanford. Think about Hanford. I mean, you get any reports of the whole fucking center? The canyon collapsed. Do you know how hot and fucking nasty that fucking stuff is and what they call the canyon? The roof collapsed on it. I mean, so Obama, we're going to protect whistleblowers. The whistleblower comes through at fucking Hanford, put him in jail. You know, Aaron Swartz, whistleblower, kill him. You know, I am Pat fucking Tillman. There's the greatest whistleblower in fucking last 100 years in this country. Ordered execution fucking murder, and you think I'm crazy on that? Look up outside the lines. I think I shot Pat Tillman. What? I thought he fought off 9 million Al-Qaeda. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went off to Iraq to get a big old sack. Went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. Fucking, how nice is they've invented ISIS. Boogeyman, boogeyman. The Queen's puppets. Social engineering. This fucking populace is fucking hypnotized. They're gone. They won't stand up to their very killer. They're worried about ISIS in their neighborhood. No such thing. Just manufactured fucking bacon. It's like the great activist in LA I work with that goes inside the prisons. It was a young guy, the gangbanging. Manufactured violence, manufactured hate, race baiting, manufactured freaking racism. They manufacture it all. And everybody just falls for it. Well, this ain't manufactured. Well, it is manufactured. But this is very real. So, this is a nightmare. But they do it all the time, over and over and over and over. You don't think they've released it into the atmosphere? I know for a fact they have hundreds of times. I'm out in energy solutions, low-level waste. When they brought the San Alpha generator, I'm full of leukemia. So I stood freaking way the back. You know, Sandra went out there with the Geiger counters, thousands of times over the legal fucking limits. Just like it's San Alpha, I'm the guy that reported, that wasn't just a scram from the bone marrow transplant center. I'm fucking screaming, hey, these kids are leaking to me. I'm going to Barbie at channel fucking 8, channel 10. You know, her husband laughs when I call her Barbie, but that's, I mean, you know how they are, but I'm leaking. Look, they're switching the Mitsubishi Hitachi generator. They're switching out. They're cheating to save themselves 10 minutes and they pocket the money. You know, Kamala Harris was the attorney. She raided fucking Peavy's house and fucking went right in his house. That's California fucking Public Commission chair. They catch him in collusion and with, I mean, they've looted millions. Lawrence himself, Lawrence Livermore Labs himself, grandson, shows up to the fucking hearings. You ought to hear him go off on his own grandfather. He goes off. He says, looted. He says, you're thinking you're looted 10 million? These fuckers have looted 50 billion from the county. And he's a genius. You know, Peavy told us to go fuck ourselves, right? You can look it up, right in the hearing. They're above the law. When are you going to wake up and realize the nuclear crime syndicate, the Rubicon, is above the law? They can do anything they want, and you will pay for it. New bills to bail them out right now. It's like Mike Lee, blocking the health bill, you know. I got a great idea on Obamacare. Here's the great idea. Let's go behind freaking doors, which Obamacare is a joke. The medical system is a joke, and I'm living proof. Open heart surgery. I mean, you think everything's happened to me? You think I'm on disability? You think they gave me Medicaid? Told me to fuck off. I had to fork over every penny I had. You know, broke me. I forked over almost $1 million. Annihilated me. So he got $600,000 in a freaking bank balance. Look it up. His house in Alpine up there, freaking was in foreclosure. Why he's running? Did you see any media report that? Look it up. He says, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Whatever. We got to, you know, it's like having a cast on. He told me. I said, Mike, you got $600,000. So it's called the short sale in Utah. So they sold it for $600,000 less. This great big house in Alpine. That's legal tender in Utah. You can garnish people's wages. His brother's on the Supreme Court. Chase Morgan bought it. Threw the bank bailout. He got $600,000 in the bank bailout. Do as I say, not as I do, Mike Lee. Yeah, you don't care. You don't care. No one gives a fuck. It's right in your face. Investigative journalist. I've been at this for decades. I've reported so many of these incidents that are major. How about the greatest crime of all time? Fukushima, the cover-up of Fukushima. So that's what it is. They're experimenting with this, the nasty of the nasty. Of course, they don't want to truck it. They fly it all over all the time. They're like, I just stick it in a plane, bring it. There ain't nobody, there's no investigative journalists, and even the government catches it, they're not going to do that. It's like Obama's Justice Department. Here's the rule, and Trump's, by the way, and freaking Bush's Justice Department. Here's the rule. If you get caught looting billions and billions of dollars, and you can look it up over and over, there's no prosecution. Well, they prosecute, they'll file a suit. They settle for 5 cents on the dollar. So, you loot billions, pay back a few million. That's not a fucking deterrent, that's an incentive. Same with this crowd. All government money up front, you're funding it all. They got a new bill that they're going to build more. New scale's so corrupt, That freaking corruptest thing in the world in Oregon. The whole state of Oregon's being freaking out. The dead tide pulls all of it. But no, radiation ain't gonna hurt you. Fukushima, I mean, I argue with people all the time. So you're telling me, they'll say, oh no, Fukushima, and I'm like, so you tell me Fukushima never happened? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Fukushima never happened? Oh, it fucking happened. Multiple major meltdowns. So then, what are you telling me they got it fixed? Is that what you're telling me? You tell me they got it fixed? Oh, freak. TEPCO's own words. General Electric's own words. We are relying on yet to be developed technology. We have no answers. That's not my words, that's theirs. So pushing to the Pacific Ocean. So pushing this FUKTONIUM, which that's what was in the plane, into the Pacific Ocean, which they said it's new. Livermore themselves says it's new. They're getting 4 new things. One of the scientists, by the way, is named Hurricane. Changed him. Chinese. $1.5 million private contracts they make a year, the weapons designer. They don't do shit. I mean, what a scam. Idaho National Lab right here. Fuck, those scam artists. How about Mountain Home, all the meltdowns they've had right here in Idaho? Fucking, I mean, I can go on and on. My PhD, one of my PhDs that this fucking rats took from me, 252 of these fucking dumps in the United States. You know, so this is a big, big story, but look, American populace don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're, you know, sister has cancer, brother has cancer, uncle died of fucking cancer, child fucking has cancer, everybody has cancer, everybody died fucking young cancer. Me. Can't happen to me. Obey, consume, me, me. John Steinbeck. If you ever need any help, don't go to the wealth. Go to the fucking poor. John Steinbeck. We simply in this country went from the we to the I, the grapes of wrath. Kevin Blanch. We simply in this country went from the we to the I, back to the we, to the capital I, me, obey, consume, fear, America, home of the fucking cowards, land of the afraid. Boo, boogeyman, obey, consume, work your fucking life in your shiny coffin to a circle, get cancer. Nice fucking plan they got. Why in God's name, after 2,300 days, would they not move in and handle Fukushima? I mean, think about that. Think about that. Why is not the world descending on? You know, the United States, freaking General Electric Island. Delta by the Sea. It's the United States is running the whole show, always have. You remember World War II? Obama, the only true thing that rat ever said. These treaties were signed long before I was born. Is it eugenics? Look up John Holdren. I want you to Google John Holdren, head of the Science and Technology team. And I'll say this, because I could get in trouble for this, but I know what happened inside the situation. The transcript got leaked to me. John Holdren and Barack Obama made everybody stand down. All 5. They developed a 32 team. Freaking from the University of Michigan, MIT, John Holdren, freaking ran the whole show. Look it up. He wrote his PhD on eugenics. Look it up. Google it. Oh, he's in hiding. So the USS Reagan. I'll see you in San Diego. All hands on deck. Stand tuned. Anti-neo-yoga fucking Dadaism on Balco. The artist, Blanche, cancer victim number 137.